can you tell the story of when you over-engineered our avatars? I think we want to hear this one.
I knew this was going to come up. So originally in the game data, so like just looking at the contestants list, there is name, and I'm looking at the one for our CSS Tricks show. So there's like name, Chris Coyer, and then there's a handle in there. So Chris Coyer's handle on Twitter, which is just his name. And then I think you added avatar in there, which is a string to an image, like so that you could just pull that, and then has the score. And in my original design, there was only name, handle, and score, but no avatar, because I was like, oh, if I know their Twitter handle, I can just go fetch that and use it. But Twitter doesn't allow CORS calls. So I just created a simple node server that would just relay that.
So
go grab it from Twitter.
My hard-coded URL
and,
to an avatar image with a node server in order to resolve the exact same URL from Twitter. And I'm just loving this commit message you have, which it says add a service to handle avatar lookups. Do you remember the message that you wrote in that?
I mean, let's be honest. Who among us has not written a simple server to get around CORS issues and pull images from one of these social media services? I mean,
me? I don't know.
Really? I feel like I've done this. I've done this like 5 times.
I just hard code it into the, just
Twitter makes it
URL.
super hard.
Listen to this commit message. It says the service we were using to get Twitter avatars client side is no longer working. So this is a very simple TypeScript server that does exactly one thing: return the avatar for a Twitter handle. It's very small, untested, and doesn't handle errors very well. But it should do the trick and can stand as a basis for future server integration. Don't you love that pitch there at the end? Like, listen, when we get serious about this sucker, we're going to rewrite a whole server-side thing. I love that message, Nick.
I like that I called out that it's untested and doesn't handle errors well, because usually that's just implied with my code.
Usually that's just implied with code.
You went above and beyond in that commit message. I love it.
Yeah, that's true. I was going to say, Elon, if you're listening, that CORS support would be something that you could bring to Twitter.
Put that up the priority list. Oh, funny. Well, it works. So are you telling me in your rewrite, you went back to the URL? You're like, I'm not going to have the whole Twitter service thing. You didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. So this talk was yesterday, and I didn't actually start or finish the talk until Tuesday, the day before. But I had rewritten the app using React and Xstate before that, like over the weekend. It just, it was not enough. Like I was on a crunch basically because of a bunch of different factors, but mostly kids, right? And so I don't have a lot of time to
solution
work on.
Would work just as well with the hard-coded URL.
Yeah,
that's a good thing, Nick. Constraints actually serve us well to keep things simple.
Absolutely,
especially when somebody puts a goatsy up as their Twitter avatar and you live pull it in on the show.